Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Balatro, where the patch happened. Look at that, 1.0.1 F full. There are a lot of little changes that we're not going to worry so much about. You'll see them, jokers that have been shifted around and stuff. But a thing that is going to affect us hugely is that several of the stakes have had their effects changed. So to just really quickly go through what we're looking at here. This is still the case. Small blinds give no reward money. I believe it is the case that the effect of both of the scale increasers has been increased. So we're going to be looking at higher values on every ante, higher values to pass. This is still the same. Shops can have eternal jokers. -1 discard at blue stake. Orange stake has become shops can have perishable jokers. That's a joker that it's a sticker like eternal. It just makes the joker useless after 5 rounds. And gold stake has become shops can have rental jokers, which cost you $3. Again, it's a sticker. They cost you $3 per round. So some of the really frustrating stuff, like the increasing cost to buy booster packs, has been peeled away. It gives you some more options, I think, but also just like a much larger percentage of your total jokers are going to be not usable for at least not for very long. So I don't know if I think that makes things better or worse for us overall, but it probably makes them a little bit more interesting at least. Yeah, so I guess let's just jump into it. Do we want to go erratic? Yeah, you know what? Let's start with the erratic deck here. Could not pull it off before the patch. Another big change that will probably affect us quite a bit is that these tags have now made it so that the Joker affected by the tag is free, which is to say that I think we're going to go ahead and take this one. Get ourselves a polychrome Joker on the cheap and see if that turns out to be good enough to build a good enough to build a run around. Words is tricky. Gonna keep looking for that flush. I should probably actually look at our deck. That might be a smart thing to do at the beginning of the erratic run. Yeah, so this is what we're playing with. It is very heart and club heavy. There are 8 3s and 7 5s. Only a single 8. So straights are going to be tricky because there's a lot of very low numbers. King through 9 is a straight corridor that's maybe playable. Also, just a lot of hearts. The other biggest change that I think is going to be really meaningful to a lot of runs is that they've changed how some of the planet cards work, and now in particular, the Saturn, the card that increases the value of your straights, increases the multiplier by x3 instead of x2. So it scales much more similarly to the very high end hands, which I think is I think that's smart, given how much more difficult it is to put together a good straight than a flush. So we need. So there's only 7 spades in the deck. We have a 9-10 jack that we could try to focus on. If we just pull a queen. I mean, there's no 8s, right? So we would have to pull a queen. Yeah, maybe we focus on the flush. All right, please let this Joker that we're polychroming be rad. It's Mad Joker. That's not so bad. Really, that could be a lot worse. So plus 10 mult if the played hand contains a 2 pair. Obviously, full house is a possibility. Let's also pop this buffoon pack. Just looking for more juice. I mean, I guess we'll take the splash. So if we're playing 2 pair, we're still getting the value off the 5th card at least. Okay, I think this is an okay start, actually. It does not matter what order these are in. So we have a pair of 9s here. There are a lot of 3s in this deck. Well, that said, we should probably actually play these. 7s and 6s. We're not going to see another 7, so may as well just play this. That said, I don't actually think we're going to need a second hand. Okay, well, I mean, this Cloud 9 will pay for itself before it crashes out. I think we'll take that. And do I want to grab a smiley face as well? Plus 5 mult when scored. We have 13, so just very slightly more than a normal number of face cards. But the face cards are not what we're going to be like leaning into while we're trying to search for our 2 pairs. I think I'd rather just hold on to the money. Yeah, let's just move on here. Coupon tag versus show me another shop. I think is show me another shop. I instinctively went for that flush, but I probably should. Yeah, we probably should try to play with the pair thing. Okay, cool. Full houses. This is what we're looking for. Interesting. It could be eternal and rental. So yeah, runner has received a slight change. It no longer starts with any chips on it, but it scales faster. It catches up at 4 triggers, so it is definitely a buff in the overall. I think I'm just going to pop this buffoon pack probably and move on. Swashbuckler has gotten a lot better because now it adds the value of all of your jokers, not just the ones to the left of it. Because, like, the fact is, it's almost always the case that your most expensive jokers, your rares or whatever, are the ones that had the multi-mult on them, and so they were always on the right side, and you always wanted them to be to the right of the Swashbuckler. So I think that represents a pretty significant buff for Swashbuckler. It doesn't necessarily make it good, but it's better. Yeah, cool. Right off the top. You know, it's a start. I'm feeling pretty okay about it. This splash is doing like basically nothing for us. Probably going to we're definitely going to sell that at some point hopefully fairly soon. And I think this is where we pick up the seed money, right? Yeah, because we're about to lose access to it. Even though it doesn't do anything right away, we're going to try to get into a position where we can bank off of that. Hate this, but there's nothing to be done about it. How many 2s do we have? Okay. So we can't necessarily... Wow. That's wild. Okay, I'm going to do this, because this is either 4 3s and a 2, or a full house, or 5 3s. And in any case, I think that's worth playing. Yeah, okay. Weird. I was gonna say it's okay to just discard off the left side because it's very likely that whatever's left over will be 3s. But I was not fully expecting that. Interesting. The family's extremely good. Eating $3 every round. I mean, we don't quite have the deck for this yet, but I wonder if it ends up being... I think it's probably just good enough to take, right? Like, it's gonna fuck up our economy something fierce. But also, the family. Yeah, I think that's a pretty damn good joker. Swashbuckler. Yeah, here's the problem. The buy and sell value of rental jokers is extremely low, so Swashbuckler's not too happy with that. I guess, you know what? it kind of doesn't make sense to be playing these two together. Maybe I should be trying to do something that's a little bit more like 2 pair, 3 of a kind. Yeah, all right. You know what? Let's not feed the $3. I'll try to pick up some 3s here. Okay, having a little bit of trouble finding the full house, but we do have this. I guess it's more likely we would draw another 5 than another 4. There we go. Okay, yeah, these are certainly not worth picking up in this state. I do need to find like a little bit more juice than we have here, I think. Getting a little concerned. Our deck is really well built for full house play though. Once a perishable joker is perished, okay, it still maintains its proper sell price. That's nice. There's no reason to sell it until we actually need the space, right? And for the moment, it continues to add to Swashbuckler. So, Bull is kind of interesting with the amount of money that we have. Might be a thing worth holding on to for a bit. Yeah. Yeah, like already you see like perishable allows for a lot more interesting choices. We don't really want to be playing the 2 pair, we want to be playing the full house, but I would rather take that than the other 2 things that were available there. Playing only 1 hand type. I think we can reasonably commit to that. So 2 pair is only a little bit worse than a full house right now. Yeah, it might be worth just committing our hand type as 2 pair just because it's so much easier to hit. Probably ought to use the kings, I suppose. And I also should be playing all 5 cards because we do have the splash. I'm just not very used to that, you know? Alright, at this point, obviously, like, the moment this is blocking any joker, it is worth getting rid of. Swashbuckler's all the way up to 11 mult, absolutely crushing it. What's in this Arcana pack? Is it fun? Yeah, maybe. Okay, Empress and Moon. So we don't want to convert hearts, but we could afford to convert other stuff to clubs. That seems fine. And then like mult on the 3s probably. We're doing playing a lot of 3s. And I guess maybe what else is really high frequency? The 10s feel like they are. We've been seeing them a lot, but we actually only have 4. Because that's, you know, it's like Hierophant or Magician on something that we see a bunch. There are slightly more 9s, so yeah, it's a little bit better to buff up the 9, I guess. I should probably wait until after next round to take that. Never mind. We are definitely grabbing that. And this is a little unfortunate. So we want to hold the 5. The 5, the 9, the Jack. Okay, well the 9 came through at least. Let's definitely discard these. Alright, I do want to play the lucky 9 first here. kind of hoping for the 20 bucks, you know? All right, Bull's doing good work. A debuffed rental zany Joker. I don't know about all that. Yeah, the fact that it costs 0 does not actually deal with the fact that rental sucks. So like you have to ask yourself, yeah, I don't think we're picking this up. We will grab that, however. And some of these. There we go. Earth is what we are looking for. Straight flushes feel like they are probably pretty unlikely. Yeah, honestly I kind of like that the negative jokers are no longer like totally automatic. But we're still going to take the tag every time we see it. Don't get that twisted. But I guess the 7 can be our 5th card. I really hate the fish. The fish is a bad one. Yeah, unfortunately this could be another 3, but we can't trust it because it came up on the wrong side. All right, that's not bad. All right, little 10,000 chip hands, no big deal. Definitely a value that needs to improve though. And then I played a straight for some reason. Just because it had kind of been a while. Okay. You know, seeing double, with our deck being like half clubs and half hearts, I think seeing double is pretty good, actually. Let's go ahead and dump the splash, which is contributing little. I don't know, these aren't, I'm just rearranging things. I'm not accomplishing anything there. Ooh. Well, I guess we sell the bull, right? The bull is on its way toward uselessness anyway. Hey, it's Perkio. Perkio's pretty good. He's pretty not good right now. Except for the fact that he has a nice high sell price, so he's juiced Swashbuckler up. Alright, I guess High Priestess is better than nothing. I would definitely rather hold the High Priestess than try to get the right planet or anything, I think. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's go ahead and use you now. These are both whiffs, I think. I think we're probably just selling them. I guess there's no reason to make a decision on that right now. We're getting to the point where I really would prefer the full house. So let's do another discard here. I think I'm going to drop the 10s. Just like very eager to find a third anything. But we are not getting the juice. Okay, maybe we're playing a 2 of a kind because, or a 2 pair, because that is just the only thing that's ever going to be available to us. I'm a little worried. Okay. Wow. Yeah, our deck really did not come through on this one. I think we're gonna be okay on this, but yeah, that's a little narrow. All right, yeah, I don't think there's any reason to hold on to these. I do think the Emperor beats the High Priestess for that. I'll use just in case. The Emperor beats the High Priestess for thing to hold on to for Perkio's sake. So... do I want to fire a Judgment? What would I sell at this point? Like the rocket, probably? The money's nice, but we have a fair number of sources of money. Yeah, I guess let's do this and just see what we can get here, because the other... Joker Stencil was not a good pull. The other cards in that Arcana pack were just not useful. Hanged Man, though. Hanged Man's good. I think 7s are not... Yeah, 7s are not particularly high value, and neither are Queens. Getting iffy stuff out of your deck is always going to be good. Converting stuff to diamonds is not really exciting. I mean, I should sell this, right? And I guess I would take Clever Joker over an empty slot, but... Rough. Eternal Rental Ceremonial Dagger. Yeah, okay. I think we're good. So, 37,000, getting a little worried. It's getting a little ugly out here. We have 3 9s left. I guess let's dump all of this stuff. Oh, come on, don't do this to me again. Yeah, we'll keep the 9s. We're looking for some... There we go, looking for some 3s. Probably just Empress, the 2 3s, because we're going to want to lean into that as much as possible. We really would like to keep the clubs, probably, but we can turn spades and diamonds into hearts. And just run a 2-suited deck. It's actually perfect for seeing double. Okay, you know, that's not horrible. Try and see if we can't construct ourselves one more of those. Yeah, it's still not going to be enough to push through the end game, but it's going to keep us alive for the moment. Okay, Death card, definitely exciting. Least valuable thing here is like 7s are very low frequency. Let's just hit one of those. Like at some point, it probably makes sense to try to transition this into a 5 of a kind deck. Or, you know, 4 of a kind, whatever we can manage. But I don't know, maybe not. This Mad Joker is doing an okay job. I guess let's go looking a little bit more. Fortune Teller is plus 12. I think I would probably rather have that over the Clever Joker. Actually, maybe not. I mean, Mad Joker's not really all that much of an incentive. Just like the plus 10 mult on it. If it didn't have the polychrome, it would be a very easy replacement here. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I think this is good to take. Like, usually, once your economy is online, a Fortune Teller is like a pretty easy slam dunk. Especially if you have Perkio doing Emperor. Like, we're going to gain strength on this so quickly. I guess I would like it over the Clever Joker. Yeah, it's going to gain strength very quickly. I think that's definitely a compelling reason. Okay. Moon's changing stuff to clubs. I think we're probably just going to... Well, yeah, I'm just going to fire the moon. You know, whatever. Just get rid of it. This sucks a little bit. So we want to hold out on like the kings and the 5s out of the cards we have available here, or the 9s. Yeah, maybe the 9s instead of the kings because of the fact that, or I guess we can do both because of the fact that we have that one lucky 9. Okay, do we want to... Yeah, I just to fire it pretty much. Oh, I guess I debuffed it by doing that. Not that it matters. It costs us a small number of chips. Yeah, this is not ideal. Let's go looking for... Discard 2 6s, draw 2 6s, as ever. As it has always been in our sad little lives here. Okay, that works. That works. Getting a little close for comfort. Hieroglyph might be necessary here. Because I think the ante's starting to outscale us, and we need a little bit more time to find like another source of mult or something. Well, what I would really like is another multi-mult to replace one of the flat jokers with. Probably Swashbuckler, because Fortune Teller is going to outscale it pretty quickly. So let's go ahead and pop that. We just need time. Hey, look, it's a zany joker. Who would have thought? All right. Yeah, I think I would rather see a shop. Do we do it to another 9? I'd prefer to do it to a 3, obviously. There's no reason to discard the pair that we already have. So 9 versus Jack. I guess it's arbitrarily, it's the Jack. Do I want to drop that Jack? If I'm going to drop that Jack, I was holding on to it partially because I was going to see if we could hit more than one useful thing with Sun. But at this point, we're more likely to draw a 3 than any other relevant card. I guess I should also use my Magician. Alright, so we're hitting like 20,000. It's not impressive. It is not good enough. I don't know what I was holding out for there instead of playing the two pair that would have finished the round. Trying to set up for another full house. I guess like it would have been cool to draw the other lucky, the lucky 9 and try to get another big proc off of it. Okay, not an awesome pull. Honestly, like it would have been cool. Get a Wheel of Fortune to fire here. This is not very good. Wow, we're getting a lot of suit changers. Do I want to force a polychrome? Maybe that's a good idea. We'll see. We'll see how it feels, I suppose. All right, this card's a diamond. No, wait, just kidding. All right, we'll keep the extra 3 because we're more likely to draw more 3s and be able to try to hit another full house off of that. Do I want to try to make the 9 or the Jacks happen over the 3s? There are 6 3s remaining, and more of them are buffed than the other cards, so yeah, I think it's worth trying to make that work. That's really unfortunate. My economy. Also, are we actually going to make 6K off of this? I think so. I sure hope so. Okay, yeah. Still 21. It turns out it's not actually that different anymore. We hit a couple more level ups, right? And now the 2 pairs is not all that far behind the full house. Okay, well, this Eternal Crafty Joker is not good. That gamble did not work out for us. Yep, I think we're just going to the next round. We are not getting the good tarot cards here, and it's very frustrating. What is going to be sticking around? I guess because I have the most 3s, we're going to be doing, like, when we construct our full houses, we're often going to be doing that thing where we only take 2 of our 3s. So I guess make a 3 steel. And then also turn in hearts into wild cards is something. I don't know if a wild card actually fires both halves of Seeing Double. Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, we just need another source of multi-mult, like, very badly. Do we want to... Yeah, I want to try to go for 3s over kings, for sure. The math. I think I'll just go ahead and play my steel card instead of spending the other discard here. So that we have room to discard one more time. Yeah, the fact that the 2 pair actually has a higher chip value, even though the mult is lower, is kind of interesting, right? Like, I wonder if I should just be playing 2 pairs. Oof. All right. No such luck. I think we just continue without making any drastic moves. I could pay $3 for a mult on the fortune teller, which I guess actually, I should have done that before because I don't want to hold it now. Well, I can wait until the other emperor has negative, right? Ah, but if I hold it, then there's a chance that, yep, no, that's bad. I'm falling apart over here. It's very embarrassing. You don't need to be a spade. Hold on, but I would use this one. Okay. And then we just also play this one, targeting some stuff that's already hearts. Yeah. Because you always want to focus on bringing up whichever number's lower, right? And with any amount of multi-mult, almost it's gonna be the case that a chip is more valuable than a mult. Yeah, I think we do slightly better off of the 2 pairs actually than we do off of the full houses at this point. That's interesting. I didn't realize that the chip scaling worked like that. That said, 90,000 is, I think, a very unrealistic goal for us. Oof, that's a rough draw. Yep, okay. Thank you, Jimmy, Jimbo, James, whatever your name was. All right, so we're getting a sense of what it is like. I think that the way the Joker tags have changed might make the double tags from the Anaglyph deck a little bit more interesting. Ooh, I think let's go ahead and skip this blind. I think we're gonna get to see more total Jokers at the end of during this shop this way. And then, yeah, that's just a straight, just right off the top of the deck. Yeah, I'm already having more fun than I was having pre-patch. So ride the bus is kind of sketchy, I think. Yeah, let's just reroll. We can afford to do like... I'm definitely going to open this buffoon pack, so I guess let's do that now. Boy, an Eternal Scholar feels like quite a commitment to an idea that we don't know if we're going to be able to do. I'm just going to take the popcorn. We can afford to do like 1 or 2 rerolls here looking for something interesting. So 8-ball changed completely to a card that probably does literally nothing almost all the time because we know how those 1 and 4s, we know how those resolve in Balatro. All right, we'll live. Some popcorn and we'll live. I'm going to just go ahead and play the fully debuffed flush that they handed us here because with the popcorn, it's going to get us out of the blind real fast. Smiley face is kind of interesting. I think I'm just going to hold off for the moment. So 5, 6, 7, 8 gives me hope. And indeed, we completed both sides of the straight, leaving us with the makings of another straight in hand even. Maybe they toned down some of the scaling because wasn't the 4th blind? I don't know, whatever. We're not going to buy a perishable campfire. Not now. That would be very silly. Do I want to skip here and hit this ethereal tag twice? It's kind of interesting, right? I think I'm not going to. I think we're going to push forward because I want to try to spend this on one of the new Joker upgrade tags. Well, okay. I think we're going to pursue the straight on this one. Okay, not a bad start. 4 or 9. Neither it would seem. There we go. 9, 8, 7, 6. Probably should have played the 7 of diamonds. Okay. That'll do it. At some point we gotta like get a strategy here. We gotta decide on a thing that we're doing. Our economy's getting pretty right. I do not hate Fibonacci. Let's take a Fibonacci. We're getting real close to needing to sell this popcorn. And I think beyond that, we just hold on to the tag for the moment. Boy, us drawing like the lowest card in our the lowest face-up card in our hand being a 7 makes it really hard to tell what we have left here. I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and discard though, like the spade flush could happen. Okay. The spade flush could happen. And it'd be really cool if it happened in a way that included some Fibonacci values. Or maybe we just will not get any value off of this Fibonacci at all. 6 also is not what we are looking for. I guess we can play a kind of unimpressive 2-pair. So at least the aces will trigger Fibonacci. Okay. May as well sell the popcorn now. Yeah, it's looking a little scary. I'm gonna grab the ice cream, I guess, to help us get through these next couple of rounds. And we are not gonna find anything to spend our double tags on just yet. That's pretty good, though. buying the blank is, I don't know, is questionably worthwhile. I think we're gonna end up doing it. So obviously, a thing Fibonacci's really great with is building low straights. But I think it's a little hard to want to commit off of just a 2-3. We could go in off of that, off the clovers, the clubs rather, I guess. Okay, it worked out. It worked out quite well. And we're getting like at least pretty good popcorn value from the Fibonacci so far. 4 hearts. That is less good. Less good from the Fibonacci. It's not nothing. All right, economy's in a good place. I'm feeling pretty solid there. So yeah, we're gonna see a lot of stickers over the course of the game here. Eternal doesn't, or an Eternal Mime doesn't really make any sense for us. Eternal Droll Joker is just like not nearly good enough to take. And this card has rental on it and also does nothing almost all the time. So I guess we're taking a perishable Shoot the Moon, which might occasionally help. Base chips and malt are halved, which is not a huge problem for us because we're bringing our own both. Do we want to like hold on to the 8-9 jack, try to find a straight through there maybe? I guess I'll hold on to the king as well. Okay, we get to hold our queen because we pulled a full house. Wow, that was really not as good as I was expecting. I thought that was going to be a lot more compelling. So, okay, now we're in the situation where we want to hold on to our queens, but that makes our attempt to find a card for this straight a lot less effective. But somehow we draw the card we need for the straight and another queen. Yeah, I guess that'll do. Alright, we gotta find something to cash these double tags in on. I am taking a clearance sale immediately. And like Odd Todd is certainly not a bad joker. Show me a Mega Arcana pack as well. Yeah, give me a Judgment. Fortune Teller is not super compelling. We don't really have anything that we want to use a death on, so I'm just gonna take this. Yeah, I was hoping for something that's gonna make us some money. Let's get another Emperor. Spend our Hermit. Spend an Emperor. Spend a Judgment. Probably just sell the tower, right? But if I'm gonna drop something, it's probably like the ice cream, right? Okay, you know, hallucination is not terrible. And our fortune teller at this, like, it's already jumped up to some kind of usefulness, which I'll take. So they also changed this. Now looking at the blinds after defeating a boss shows you the upcoming round. I think we will probably just spend our double tags on the rare tag, because this will give us a chance to try to find a bunch of multi-mult. So I'm gonna open this. Was hoping we'd get something there, and then we can just like take an exciting card. We are not really offered one. Yeah, I get a glass 2, I guess, or I don't know. That was not very good. If only I had my wild 2. So we do have a club converter, which we could... Probably want to take the full house over the flush here, especially since it leaves us with 3 diamonds in hand. We could easily just do one, then the other. Hey, that's a really low value that we just had there. Try to build off of the 987 maybe. We do not have a lot of hands left. But like I definitely don't want to play my pair of queens. Or my 3 queens. Shit. We could turn this into a club flush. Yeah, what the hell? There we go. We just gotta make sure we're triggering odd Todd here and there. Okay, wow, another soul. This is gonna go away pretty soon. Hey, it's Perkio. Hey, Perkio, my dude, what is up? I probably don't want to just be converting stuff back into diamonds. But also, do I want just like a single random steel card? I guess you have to start improving stuff somewhere, right? I don't know, arbitrarily a 9, because that way you can do like a face card flush and have the 9 left over, and I don't know. Okay, so for the moment, I guess let's open this pack because we might get through hallucination. Nope, we did not. Okay, they changed Blue Seal, where now instead of giving you a random planet card, if the thing is still held in your hand at the end of the round, it gives you the planet card for the last hand that you played, which is certainly a lot more useful and controllable. But we're taking that for the other enhancement, for the fact that it's hollow. Okay, yeah, let's play with some magicians. Okay, we are going to see a lot of rare jokers, provided we can survive the round. How do I want to do this? I guess we have fewer diamonds than we used to have, so we probably want to try to make the heart flush work. Not a single... Yeah, the fact that the heart flush cards are all even is a little awkward. But whatever. Okay. So let's just do that, I suppose. And hope that this ends up looking good. In theory, Odd Todd and Fibonacci should work well together. But our deck is pretty weird right now. It would be cool to find another club. Yeah. Our Fibonacci is not exactly getting a workout here, I'll say that. And now we have no discards left, so we have to play just like a phenomenal hand. I'm gonna do this looking for that high straight, I guess. Okay, if we got it, I was gonna just go ahead and spend the other magician. As things are, yeah, 4 diamonds, 4 spades. This is really rough. This hand is not quite anything in so many ways. All right, high card, let's go. We were about to get to see so many free rares. Just think about it. We would have found something useful eventually, somewhere. All right. I think that is maybe a good introduction to trying to run gold in the patch. Yeah, it's like way more interesting. It's a very good patch. So that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, more Joker swaps, more desperately praying for our tags to actually go off, and more winning. More winning than was in this episode. That's what I'm hoping for. And we'll see you then.